comedian coming to the stage. I believe it's his first time ever performing stand-up comedy here at the New Wave Bar. Everyone, put your hands together for Mark Blank! Everybody, Mark Blank!
Good evening, everybody. How we all doing tonight? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Anybody see the game last night? Anybody see the Lions versus the Vikings game last night? First seed, baby. First fucking seed. Holy shit, Dan Campbell did it. Man, I'm so proud of my fucking Lions right now. It's crazy. That game was funny as hell, man. It wasn't just funny because, just the game itself, but I was watching the game with my family. And my sister in particular, she was just joking about the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, every play they made, she had, like, a comment. She had, like, every tangent, you know what I'm saying? Just about, like, whatever. So, like, in the first quarter, right, our running back, and for people who don't know who the running back is, he's the guy who runs the ball in football. Our running back, right, he had, like, a screen pass play, right? They threw it to him, he caught it, immediately cracked his ass, you know what I'm saying? Tackled him, like, really hard, you know what I'm saying? He's all knocked out and shit. And then, like, my sister, the guy who tackled him, he had, like, long hair. He's a white guy, long hair, you know what I'm saying? It was messy. And my sister's like, that hit like he had racial intentions. And she was like, I don't trust white boys with long, messy hair. And, like, she was like this, she's like, he put the Mason in Mason-Dixon line. And I was like, what the fuck? I was there dying laughing. And then as the game kept going, right, like in the second quarter and shit, the Lions, you know what I'm saying, we're on defense now, right? You know what I'm saying? We scored a couple of points, we ahead, you know what I'm saying? We win this shit, right? And so, like, she's still criticizing, you know what I'm saying? And they're linemen, and for people who don't know, linemen, it's like they're the big dudes on the team. They're up on the forefront. They're playing defense and shit. They're trying to get the quarterback, and the quarterback's the dude that's throwing the ball and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they're all trying to get through, right? And the quarterback, he moving a little jittery and shit. He's not fast. And they be like, get this and my sister's like, get this bone-legged motherfucker. He moving all short, stick and shit. And then the camera, right, because we're watching this back at home, the camera cuts back to the dude's face. And the dude has like a reddish mustache. He's pasty white, you know what I'm saying? And shit like this. She's like, why can't y'all catch that internet looking creep? And it's just like, I was laughing because like he do have a porn stash. He's like a pedophile, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Just like I don't know if I want to be the center, hiking the ball through my legs as his hands right near my ass cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, I'm the age, but still, I'm fresh to the shit. You know what I'm saying? But she kept criticizing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, finally, like, she criticized their diet. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lions players and shit. These guys are big, healthy dudes. The big as hell, strong as hell. And she kept criticizing like their diet. And so like, she was like this. She was like, damn. These boys don't eat their greens, you can tell. She's like, look at their hips. They got more ass than biceps. She's like, I ain't here to see all this booty. I'm here to see them forearms and hands and biceps. And I'm like, God damn, do y'all let them just, let them just cook. It's crazy, man. But listen, I'm glad that the Lions, we done kicked the Vikings' ass. Fuck Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Fuck those cold-ass people. It's horrible, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad, man, because this is the first time in history we're in first seed. And first seed, for people that don't know, first seed means like, you're closer to the playoffs, and that means that you got an easier access to the Super Bowl. And Super Bowl is basically the champ. If you don't know football, what the hell you doing with your life? But yeah, man, I'm just proud. I remember the Lions, the Detroit Lions, being so shitty in 2006. I remember I was a kid, and my dad, he took me to one of my first Lions games, right? And they're playing like the Chicago Bears or some shit, right? And I remember like they were losing. They're getting their ass kicked. This is the Matty Stafford days, you know what I'm saying? They losing and shit. And I remember I was like in the middle section, right? I was middle. I'm a little itsy-bitsy little kid, right? And I'm sitting there mad. I'm mad as hell. I'm sitting there, they're losing. And I'm like, man, the Lions fucking suck. as like a 6-year-old boy, right? And from the distance, I forgot who, but some big dude, he like on the lines, he looked back, who the fuck is talking? And I remember driplets of piss ran down my leg. And I was scared because I was like, listen, he'll fuck me up right now. What the hell? What the hell he'll do as me at 6 years old? I was like, listen, he a big dude, but when I was a kid, I'm like, that is a titan. That is what the fucking Greek mythology gods were fighting with. I was like, they kept that motherfucker in hell. And I was like, he's out loose, playing on the field. I'm like, hell no. But from my sides, you know what I'm saying, I played football later in life, you know what I'm saying, I man the fuck up, you know what I'm saying, like my dad, you know, he always wanted me to play football, and for me as a kid, I was like, I like baseball, and he was like, man, this boy is swinging bats and shit, he used to be swinging bats later on in his life, just swinging his dick, and it's like, okay, like, I just want to play baseball, man, they got better contracts, but, you know, whatever, so I got my pads on as a kid, you know, it was in middle school. It was my first year, I was in 7th grade, I was 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I was playing, right, and this is our first practice. I seen this kid. He was so fucking big. He was huge. And we're 13 years old, mind you. This motherfucker was about like 6'6", fucking 300 pounds, and he's fucking bald. Bald at the tender age of 13 years old. He couldn't play with he couldn't have twists, he had no locks. I don't know what his hair texture would have been, but he's just bald and he's huge. And we're on the field, right? We'll be playing practice. And our coach, he did our drills, right? You know what I'm saying, to see who's starting or not. And we did Oklahomas. And for people who don't know what Oklahomas are, they're basically is when a player, I'm not gonna lay on my back because this floor, I don't know, I don't trust this shit. I just got this. No, I'm cheap as hell. Don't let me get on my back. But basically, you get on your back, right? Somebody got the ball in their hand, and then like 2 players, when the whistle go off, they get up and tackle each other. Plain and simple, right? And oh yeah, shit's horrible, man. That's why I fucked up in here right now doing this stupid shit, doing comedy. But but you know what I'm saying? It's just like we're doing this, right? And my dad at the time, he was so proud of me playing football. He was a coach, and you know what I'm saying? As the coach's son, I gotta be the bravest and the baddest motherfucker. At 5'6" and 150 pounds, I don't think that was a good call. But my dad, he was like this. We're all the players, they all pair up with somebody, right? Their size, you know what I'm saying? And my dad grabs me on the forearm, and he's like, listen, you get the biggest, baddest motherfucker you get. And I was like, what? Nigga, what? Why? Why do I gotta get the biggest, baddest one? And so I pair up with this big kid that I was talking about earlier, right? I pair him up. I was like, hey man, what's your name? My name is Jeffrey Johnson. But you can call me Slappy. I was like, Slappy? What the? I was like, excuse me, sir, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 22 years old. I failed the 8th grade like 30 times. I was like, Dad, I don't think I want to play with this dude. I don't think legally of age I can play with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's giant as hell, right? His name is Slappy. Like, he came from prison. Like, fresh out the joint. Barely had life to live. So, we pair up, right? All the kids, they making their tackles and shit. And my dad he fucking had me pair up with this big dude. And I didn't have the ball. He gave the ball to the other dude. And I'm like, why you favoritism already to this big nigga? Like, damn. And so, we lay on the back, right? I gotta go tackle this big nigga. So, immediately, you're like, damn! Shit! I don't know. And then fucking whistle. I get up, right? And I run towards this dude. I try to go for his legs. He trucked me so hard. My shoes went in midair. Like, my shoes flew off my feet. I flew at least like 5 feet back. I'm on here. I'm about to be like concussed and shit, right? And then Slappy walk over me. He's like, yeah. Big dog in this bitch, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm about to be running these joints. Hold my pocket. Like, hell no. Like, father, help. Like, I can't have a father in my life. He's not going to save me from this. It was like, what the hell? And then my dad was like, prison rules, son, prison rules. Like, nigga, what? Prison rules? mind you, he never spent a day in the joint. And I'm like, prison rules? All right, I guess, dog. It's crazy. After, you know what I'm saying? Like, after I got trucked, right, my dad, you know what I'm saying? He had prison rules and shit, all that. And then when we got home, on the ride home, right, he's driving. He's like, son, there's no excuse for you for losing, you know, that tackle. You know what I'm saying? He's like, remember David and Goliath? Remember that story? And I'm like, Dad, David had a slingshot. Goliath was big, but he had like a disease. I don't want to say autistic, but he definitely was, you know? You know what I'm saying? He was kind of just, he wasn't right. And so David, you know what I'm saying? He basically shot his ass, you know what I'm saying? Fucking flung a rock and clocked him in the head. And I'm like, if I had a Glock, I would have won. Like, go to Walmart, buy me a gun next time. Be a real, like, helper, you know what I'm saying? But, that was my time for the shitty football memories, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all have a great night. My name is Mark Blaine, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night.
Give me up for Mark Bland, everybody. Give me up for Mark Bland.
Hey.
I was worried how that was going to go because I've been coaching football for like 3 years.